la 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 la. Come on,
No.
you ready?
No.
Come on, stop eating that string, boy.
And he still gonna do it.
It don't matter. So what's up? You ready?
Stop.
Come on, stop slamming the table, dog.
Stop. Put it out your mouth. Get it out your
Get
mouth.
it out your mouth.
Get it
Pause.
out your mouth. And he think
Pause.
it's funny. You keep doing
Why you
it.
can't think it's funny? He a baby. Damn, let him rock.
Yeah, let him chew all on that card. Don't know where that cord been.
What card?
Cord. Or
It's not a cord.
Whatever.
This is a ribbon.
Ribbon. You don't know where that ribbon been.
Dude, it don't matter where it's been. Anyway, what up, y'all? This episode. What is it? What episode is this?
You having so much air.
What episode is this?
Like, chill.
Episode 5 of the You Want to Talk Now podcast.
Hey, Kim.
No, we started. We've been started.
No,
You
we
ain't paying
didn't
attention.
start.
Yes,
No,
we
we
did.
didn't.
Look at this. Come look at the screen. I'm starting just like this. I ain't.
All right, whatever. Go ahead.
Anyway,
Stop doing it.
dude, chill, dog.
Like,
I gotta breathe.
No, but you don't talk like that in regular life.
Yes, I do.
Like,
Yes, I do. You just all into my.
all that air.
Yeah, get out of my face, bro.
So, yeah.
No. Anyway, you wanna talk
Yeah,
now?
that's how you be talking.
Podcast because that's my.
That's not how you talk. Like,
That's my radio voice, dog. It's my podcast voice. Everybody gotta get a podcast voice. You want me to just dry? Hello, welcome to the You Want to Talk Now podcast. Like you want me dry like that? But anyway, we get into a couple things today. You know, see, all right, dog, you made your little funny ass show. It's corny now. Anyway, Power, what's up? What's up with Power and shit? You like Power? Did you like Power? We just watched the series finales. No. Listen, we just watched the series finale. No. We started. No, we really started. Babe, seriously, I swear to God, stop. We started. Like series finale of Power. Come on, Ken. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. You gonna sit on my lap? You gonna be quiet on the mic today? Series finale of Power. What's up with it? You liked it? Did you like it?
Honestly.
Come on, get your hands out your mouth. Talk to the people. They can't hear you. No.
I like the Tommy episode better than the season finale.
Really?
Yeah.
Speak up. They can't hear you.
Like, I feel like I didn't think that Tasha was gonna get locked up. I didn't think that. I knew Tyreek did it. I knew he did it, but I didn't think Tasha was gonna get locked up.
That shit was kind of corny. I ain't like that they even put
it was
kind
of cheesy. Like her trying to put it on the guy. I forgot his name. Whatever. It was just it was cheap and it was cheap. It was like
it just happened too fast. They didn't really build the story up for that.
No, and sex. Like how he get his job back? I'm confused. I don't know how. I just see him.
We might need to watch the episode again to really see that because they probably did explain it.
No, and then the guy, I don't know the officer. What's his name? Warner or something like that. He got fired or
He took. Well, you talking about when he took sex took his job?
Yeah, I'm confused. Yeah,
actually the Asian guy brought him back because the Asian guy became he became like somewhere big. Remember when the Asian guy moved out? He moved to a different city.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm lost.
I think he got a bigger position wherever, like in Washington, and he was able to bring sex back. I do remember
why
that.
And how?
I don't listen because he had a big position. I think he did explain it.
So why didn't he get Sexton's job back before?
Because he ain't had a position at that time. I guess he worked his way up.
How do we know that? Like it's just like
he explained it in the show. He explained it in the show.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Maybe we got to rewatch the episode.
Anyway, Ghost is still alive.
Ghost ain't alive. But I guess we all knew that. Everybody has speculation that Tariq did it because there was so many leaks leading up to this. But because I got what'd you call that? Conspiracy theorist mind. I always think that like the writers like leaked it just to throw us off, and Tariq ain't really killed him. But
he really did.
When he really did, and when they showed it, I was kind of mad because it was like, all right, we already kind of knew, and I don't know, like this finale ain't really feel like how finales be feeling. Like we watch Game of Thrones or whatever like that, and like that was a finale. Like that was a big finale. That's like the only show we probably ever finished.
Well, because the other shows we watched are still going on. So
no, because we stopped watching a lot of shows. We used to watch Orange Is the New Black. What's the other joint with the
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Because I feel
Prison
like
Break.
shows got to keep your interest. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But what you think about? I'm just saying though. But as far as we ain't gonna get off of Power real quick because they gonna continue Power with the
Power book. At
Power
first I was like, man, I'm not wasting my time on that. But then like I think you showed me the preview, like a little small preview with Tasha still being in it and Tyreek still being in it. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll give it a chance because I know these characters already.
Yeah.
So and then Sax or whatever. So I guess they're gonna like probably show how Sax got his job. I don't know.
No, I think it's gonna go into more of a story for Tyreek. Like the whole sex thing.
I don't know, but I don't know. They making it seem like this like Mary's like the big, the
Mary
big dog. Yeah, like so. I don't know.
I don't really see too many scenes on her.
I don't know.
I heard they was doing spinoffs. I heard Tommy was getting a spinoff and all that too.
I heard Tommy was getting his Kanan was getting a spinoff and I mean how he got into the game. Like no how he got into the game and Governor Tate he was supposed to get a spinoff. Yeah. I just seen a lot of stuff, but whatever.
Just hyping this shit up.
I'll give it a try though. I'll give it a try.
Yeah, they trying to come out with that new Power.
But yeah, that's the finale. The finale didn't feel like a finale to me as well. It seemed cheap and fast, and like I was just confused. It was like, what's going on?
Well, when the new show supposed to come out?
They said like in the summer.
Well.
So we'll see.
Just to bring up coming out, you seen Dwayne Wade's son came out in a way like transitioned from a male to a female. To
Zaya,
I don't know the term because they say you can't even say male and female no more out here. So
he changed.
He want to be referred to as her.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So I mean, how you feel about?
How
old is he?
12.
He say
12.
Yeah, that's kind of young. It's kind of young to be making that kind of decision. But I mean, how you feel about it?
I feel like overall, his family is so supportive, and I love that. Like I love that he has that support because there's a lot of
factors,
kids out there, a lot of people out there who don't have that support.
True.
And to have that support is great, and that's awesome. I love that he has his support, especially from his father being a big figure. I mean, I don't have no like big feelings on it because I'm so into the LGBTQ, and I'm what do you call it? Like I'm pro LGBTQ and plus so. Like I don't really have like any feelings toward it. I'm just happy that he has the support that he has.
Do you think? Because I heard Dwayne Wade say that he can be an inspiration to others. Do you think that's a big spot for? What is that? You said 14.
Am I on an interview right now?
No, I'm just saying. Do you think that's a big responsibility for a 14-year-old to have? Like,
I don't
for
think
him to come out publicly.
12. I don't think.
12-year-old. Sorry.
Honestly, like being that age, I don't know. I feel like at that age, I don't think he's looking at it like that.
Well, I mean, when you on he's on a platform. I mean, his father is a star NBA player, so the light is going to be on his family. And when you come out in that kind of way, you put the light on you even more, and people do look to you because you are a public figure, and people do look to you as an inspiration or a motivation. But being 12 years old, I mean, I feel like that's a lot of pressure. And I heard Dwayne Wade say that he will take it on at this point while he's still young, and then his son, as he get older, or his daughter, sorry, as he get older, he'll speak on it. He'll let his daughter speak on how she feels, but I don't know if he's going to have that kind of power. I mean, unless the kid don't have a social media account or something like that. But the kid can still be affected in ways. I mean, the kid still has to go to school and be out in the public eye. So I think it's going to be a lot of pressure on that kid. My personal opinion of it, I mean, I got a son of my own. And if he ever decided anything like that, it would be hold on, I gotta situate him. Come on, kid. Bro. Come on, I want you to chill out.
I don't feel like I personally don't feel like Zaya feels as though she has pressure on her, only because that's her truth. It's like when you're living your truth. I mean, I understand there's going to be naysayers and
right.
people
That's what I'm
talk
saying. That
and
limelight
stuff
is the
like
pressure.
that.
I'm not saying she's
I
the pressure.
understand that part, but as far as like her being herself,
Right.
it just inspires other boys that age to not feel uncomfortable with saying, you know, I do like to wear shoes. I do like to, you know,
whatever comes along.
Yeah,
with,
like you know what I mean. I don't want
to.
Yeah.
A boy to a girl, but see, but you gotta understand too that all boys won't have the same luxury as I. You know,
and that's true. That's true.
He comes from a rich family or whatever like that. More financially.
It's not about a rich.
Well, let me say.
Well,
let me explain it to you. Let me explain it to you for a second. The thing is, he's come from a rich family, so they can be around certain. They live a certain life where they can protect themselves in certain ways. You got kids up here that's growing in the hood and stuff like that that can't just transition into that and be comfortable because a lot of kids, you know, they mean, or, you know, they'll do mean things or try to fight them, beat them up, you know, call them all type of names and stuff like that. So, you know, while you know Zaya can be an inspiration, like all boys or young boys won't have that kind of won't have that kind of support. And I'm not even just talking about from other kids. I mean, the parents. I mean, a lot of parents, like, you know, still have that older mindset about boys being boys and girls being girls. And then you got the religion aspect of it too. So it's a lot of, you know, factors that goes in to the whole thing. But like I was saying, that, you know, I got a son, and I never thought about that, and I won't say that I will be super comfortable with it because I never experienced it, and I'm not against it either. Like, I'm not against anything that my son wants to do or wants to become. I'll let him make them. I'll let him make permanent choices though. Oh, it's my goal to let him make permanent choices when he becomes of age. When he becomes 18. Any kind of permanent choices that he want to do, like that's for like tattoos or piercings or change his name, you know, he can make those decisions at that age. As far as like his sexual orientation or gender, or I gotta get more educated on it to know what to call it. But as far as that, I'm fuzzy about that. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do. I would try to support him the best way I could though. Because I'm not against.
I mean, that's the only thing that I feel like support is major. A lot of people don't have it. It's a luxury. Like, and people don't understand how, especially being in that world of transitioning from one gender to the other. Right. It's like you need that support, right? Because
it's a big thing. It's a big shift in your life.
Because it's a major decision. And that's something I know, you know, I haven't experienced it, but I feel
I'm sure you heard a different.
Yeah, I've heard stories. People. I have friends that, you know, I've heard stories, and I feel like
Keen trying to get on the mic.
It's a major decision where it's hard to deal with by yourself, especially when you have to go out into the world with people who's against you. Right. So to come home to people who love you and support you, that's major. It's a luxury.
Definitely. So, it's even hard enough. Like, shoot, we you know, I'm gonna say quote unquote with this, we quote unquote like regular people. We already have a hard enough time just being ourselves as it is, and you know, feeling the kind of support we need. So when you take on something else that's like looked down on in society, that's a whole nother, you know, bag to have to deal with. So yeah, support definitely goes a long way with that.
Yeah. So.
I mean, so that's how I basically feel about that. But let's change a little gear real quick.
Keep doing you, girl.
Yeah, keep doing you.
But yeah, hopefully everybody enjoyed their weekend. Happy Valentine's Day, belated.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. Hopefully everyone enjoyed themselves, their mates, their friends.
Yeah, because our shit was a little fucked up this past weekend. We got into it. It was a beef. It was a rumble. It was a rumble in the jungle. Sorry, it wasn't no rumble, like no physical rumbles, because don't think I hit women, okay? But no, it was a beef.
It was tough.
All weekend.
Babe, somebody was praying on our downfall.
Yeah, I guess they was. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We just made up. What's today? Just last night.
Yeah. They don't know the day we recording. No, we recording in the middle of the week. See, we didn't miss the whole damn podcast day and all that.
That's how it get real. It get real.
Definitely did. So what happened Friday? You want to talk about it? You want to tell them what happened or what?
Yeah, tell them what you did. Tell them what you did.
I ain't do shit, my nigga. I ain't do nothing.
Tell them what you did. Me.
Anyway,
I took something personal.
We was recording a pod. We was recording a pod.
In the middle of recording a pod.
In the middle of recording a pod. And he said
something that I wanted to express that affected me.
Okay. And I let her express it.
I expressed my feelings.
Right.
And
I told her I did not mean it that way, the way she took it. But she, you know, it turned into a back and forth.
Yeah.
And
it was like for hours it just was like bad energy, like tension. And that was actually the Valentine's Day, and we had plans.
The same day I was posting all the stuff. Y'all go on my gram right now. Y'all can see all the lovely posts out and lined up for and all that. Anyway, I had it all laid out. You see the rollout online. Listen, you ain't been on my IG. It's _Gino. _.
Let me
see
tell
my rollout from last week.
Let me tell you the pettiness. So our plan before the beef, our plan was to get crab legs, watch some movies, chill, wine. His whole attitude, he left. Listen, he got dressed. I'm going to my mom's house and.
Come on, now.
Hold up. we'll be sad. We got to keep it real with these people, huh?
Listen.
So anyway,
I wasn't on no baby boy type shit.
I wasn't on no baby boy. I'm going to my mom's house.
I just said that to make you mad. Like my mom lived far away.
The pettiness, right? So
I'm
he
joking.
leaves the house.
But hold on. Wait. Before you say I say I'm going. 10 minutes later, I said, what you want to eat? I said, you still want crabs. So don't act like I wasn't like, I just said that to be playing.
And I said net.
Right.
Anyway.
Hold on, because King hitting the joint. Hold on. Oh, go ahead, tell him.
So, he leaves the house or whatever like that. I get a text a few minutes. Well, we was going back and forth a little bit. But I get a text like, you might as well order something to eat because I ain't getting no crabs. What? You ain't getting me no crab legs yet. All right.
You don't get no crabs.
Yeah, all right.
You don't get no crabs when you beef.
Yeah, all right.
You don't get crabs when you beef. You want to eat some steak.
All right.
You want beef, eat steak.
Steak is good too.
Listen, whatever. Man.
Anyway, so that's my story.
You like crabs over steak.
He came back with he came back with the crab legs.
Let me tell the story. Let me tell my side of the story. Let me tell my side of the story because there's always two sides. No.
Yeah, two sides. My side, your side, and my truth.
Yeah, right. So yeah, we did beef. So I left out. I'm sitting in the back of the house in the car, and steaming. You know what I mean, getting my steam off or whatever like that. And I'm sitting back there for a minute, just chilling or whatever like that. Then I'm like, let me go take a ride. So I took a ride, just drove for a little bit. Parked, some parking lot. You know what I mean? Got the steam off a little bit more. Then I'm like, all right, let me calm down. I ain't trying to end the night like that because, you know what I mean? Valentine's Day, you had it all planned out. You don't want to just mess it all up. So I calmed down. I thought about going to my mom's house. So I'm like, man, I might go up there with her old ass just sitting up there. Like, psych, no, mom, I love you if you listening. So anyway, I decided to, like, let me chill, whatever like that. I do want some crabs, too. I was thinking about the crabs for a minute. So I drove over to the crab joint that we normally go to, and that joint was crowded. So I just rolled past. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna just go to the market, make it easy on myself. Go get some crabs from the market. The market right around the corner from my crib. You know, you could be in and out in the market. When you go to the crab joint in the middle of the hood or whatever like that, you'll be in there, especially on the 15th. You know what I mean? Everybody done got their check. You be in there all night. So I'm like, I ain't even doing all that. So anyway, get to the market. Go back to the area, next to the deli where they got the seafood at and all that. I, wait for my turn. I tell them, listen, let me get let me get 6 clusters of the jumbo joints, the big jumbo crabs. I was trying to make it a special night. I ain't want the little snow crabs. Give me the big joints. Because I'm saying? I'm trying to, the big ones is better than the small ones. The small ones ain't really got no meat. But anyway.
We always get the jumbo.
Yeah, I know. Anyway. Put my order in or whatever like that. While I'm sitting there waiting, some boy, he must have ordered, walked off and did a shopping and came back. So he come back and he looked, and the lady behind not the desk, but the counter or whatever, he like, I'm here to pick up my order. And she like, well, what you have? So he like explaining to her, and then like she wound up losing or giving away his order. So he, they going back and forth or whatever. He wound up asking her what her name was, I guess, so he can give it to the manager. He walk off mad. He looking at me like, this shit crazy. I'm like, yeah, that is crazy. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, that is crazy. Like, that's why I'm standing right here. I ain't going nowhere. They ain't gonna fuck my order up. So I stood there, whatever. Like, so whatever. He walk off. So I stood there. It was like, I think I was sitting there for like 40 minutes or something like that. So in my head, it's like, they can't fuck up my order. I'm sitting here watching everybody come in and out. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take my order, or I'm right here on top of it. I wait there 40 minutes. Do you know? I'm so in this 40 minutes, I'm like, you got mine in there, right? She's like, yeah, whatever. So she goes to hand me my bag of crabs. It's like, it's the wrong bag. Like, cause the price on my bag was like, I think it was like $45 or $50, and she handed me like a bag for like $20-something. I said, miss, this is not my bag. She soft spoken and like just acting weird, like she just unaware, like I don't know what happened, and I heard her talking like this the whole time, so it was like pissing me off, because it's like, now you doing it with me. I don't know. I'm like, miss, you've been back there the whole time. Like, you I seen you. I mean, what the fuck, did the crabs get up and walk, my nigga? Like, I don't know what happened. All right. So the guy that originally got my crabs, he comes over, and I'm like, Doug, you gave her my crabs? He like, yeah, I don't know what she did with her, like that. So he like, you want some more? He asked me, do I want some more crabs? And he had a new fresh batch. So I've been there for almost 40 minutes. I'm not walking away with nothing at this point. Like, I'm not just going like, you know what? Because usually people get mad, like, no, fuck it. Like, I ain't giving y'all my money. No, fuck that. I've been here for 40 minutes. I'm walking out of this motherfucker with some crabs. So I'm like, yeah, man, you could throw me 6 more on or whatever like that. And I was the last person in there, so it was nobody else could even order because the place was shutting down. I mean, that part of the place was shutting down. So he gives her the crabs, whatever like that. They throw them in there. I'm like, so in the meantime, I'm like, yo, I talked to the dude. I said, can you give me a manager? Because I'm going to need some money off of this, because I ain't going to just say it for 40 minutes or an hour and then, you know what I mean, I pay regular price. Right, and I pay regular price. So he was like, all right. So he walked away, whatever like that. So whatever, my crab's cooking. I'm still waiting once again. In the meantime, the dude didn't come back. So I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the dude with the manager? So I'm like, I asked the girl. I said, yo, can you get the manager? I mean, can you call somebody, the manager or something, so I can talk to him about the price? She's like, I don't know what you want me to do. I said, I need you to call somebody because I'm not paying full price. She's like, I can call customer. Well, then call customer service. She's like, I can call customer service. I'm like, do it. So she calls customer service or whatever like that. She on the phone, they going back and forth. I don't know what she's saying. She's smiling, acting dippy or whatever. So then she's like, she got off. She eventually just got off the phone with them. Was like, do you want me to just make it the price, any price? I'm like, listen, do what you got to do. Just make it right, because like I said, I'm not paying full price. So she walks over to the scale, put her hand on the scale. It come up to $13. She print out the sticker. She gives you my crabs. So I looked at my bag, or whatever, my new bag. The new bag said like $60, $70. I'm like, bet. I got this shit, the regular price on the $60, $70. I got this for $13. I'm good. So I walked up to the front of the Acme, or whatever. Oh, shoot. That's pointing that out. I walked up to the front of the market, whatever like that. And I walked up to the front of
Acme, bitch.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
I ain't want to put them out there. Anyway, because, we might get some sponsors one day. They might think we out in the sponsors.
Well, listen. Get their customer service up.
So I walks up to the front of the John or whatever like that, and the dude that I originally told to get the manager, he comes out of nowhere with the manager, and they walks up to me like, I'm sorry what happened, sorry for the wait, and they gives me a gift certificate for $25. So I'm like, all right, bet, shit. You know what I mean? The crabs cost $13. They just give me a gift certificate for $25. That mean I'm like $10 plus. So I'm a little over. I just got $11 back, free crabs. All right, I'm good. So I'm like, they talking to me. I'm trying to hide the price because they don't know what she did in the back. So I'm like, all right, thanks. I'm just trying to get out of there now. So I gets out of there, whatever like that. Just to wrap it up. Yeah, I gets out of there, get home, whatever. We set the table up to go eat the crabs. I open the bag. Tell me why the fuck is 4 clusters in the motherfucking bag, and I ordered 6. So she still fucked my order up, even though I still got it for cheap. I still didn't get the amount of crabs I wanted. Like, my whole night was just fucked up. Between us beefing and the crabs not getting, you know what I'm saying, when you want your crabs, you want your crabs. From that happening to us beefing, my night was just fucked up. We wound up watching some Netflix movie. What we watched?
We wound up ordering pizza.
Yeah, ordering the pizza.
Two little clusters of pizza is
not enough. Four clusters.
Oh
yeah, 2 apiece. Yeah. Yeah, man. Just drunk some wine and just kind of like chilled out, watched the movie for the rest of the night. And
I thought, the beef was over, but the next morning, the saga continues.
The saga definitely continued.
So. I'm cooking breakfast. I didn't do a big breakfast. I made bacon and croissants.
And I'm upstairs with the baby. Watching the baby, chilling with the baby.
Let me finish.
Chilling with my boy.
I'm done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baby come down when it's done. He walks with the baby down the stairs, right? But he's holding his hands like basically showing the baby how to walk down the stairs like an adult, right? He's 10 months. Let me just remind. Let me paint a picture. He's 10 months, so his legs are short. He can't reach the next step.
Right. So what was I doing? Was I not lifting him up and putting him down?
Okay, but I'm a mother. Of course, I'm going to be so overprotective. So I'm feeling like
and I'm a father, and I want
step. Right. The baby may slip on a step, and then his arms will get yanked real heavy. And
right.
I just,
fear.
Listen,
you coming from a fear standpoint, and I'm coming from.
I said something to him like, "Yo, watch his arms."
I got this. I got him.
Okay, I'm protecting
him.
We're going back and forth about it, right? So he gets downstairs. You ain't even set the table yet.
No, that's not what happened. No, rewind back. No, rewind back. First of all, no. I'm bringing him down the stairs. She comes over, grab his arm, you holding him by his, because she don't like when I hold him by his arms, but it's like, I'm holding him by under his arms where most of his weight, like his top of his body weight is in my hand. It's not like I'm like literally holding him by his like wrist and just the weight is falling.
I'm at the part when you got to the bottom of the stairs.
No, you're explaining that because I didn't. No, you're explaining that. My whole thing was you thought I was holding him by his arms and I wasn't. I was really holding him by his underarms where I'm holding most of his weight. So from your perspective, whatever you seen.
Okay.
Right.
So let's get to the point when you said you ain't even set this table yet.
No. Because you're skipping over the fact that Hold on, let me think about it. Because you said, I'm trying to. Yeah. You got mad at me because I'm like the way I'm bringing him down the steps or whatever like that, and I'm trying to let you know like listen, I'm his father. I got this. I don't need you chastising me.
Yeah, you worrying about me. You ain't even set the table yet.
Right.
Okay.
Do what you doing. No, because you ready. Because you like you ready. You ready?
Yes, I said I'm sitting here waiting and the bacon getting cold.
Yeah, she waiting and like the tables ain't even set yet. It's like what you waiting on? You still got work to do.
Listen, we don't have a dining room table yet. Listen, so we eat off of like the little, those personal trays.
They call it TV tables.
TV tables. So. When he says set the table, meaning like pull the TV tables out, stuff like that. Okay,
put the plates on them. You know what I mean? Bring us all we to where we need to be at to eat. Don't tell me you ready and you ain't got this shit on the table.
Tell me how this works.
Come on,
listen to this.
Come on, you ain't got the shit on the table. You tell me you ready. Nigga, still got work to do.
You ain't put this at the table. I said I just got finished cooking breakfast, right? Guess what he gonna say? You just cooked bacon and croissants. Like, dang, like really? No. Don't try to play me, bro.
Listen, trying to play you.
Ladies, listen.
You act like you had a full course meal.
Yo, that's still my time. I'm putting into stuff. So when you said that, that's when it was war, bro. Like that's when it was war. Like, don't sit here and tell me you only did this.
All right, but
appreciate what I did do.
Okay, I am, but prior to that, it's like, yo, listen, you're rushing me to come eat, and it's like, all right, I'm still bringing him down the steps. I'm trying to be, I'm spending like dad time with him, so it's like I'm bringing him down the steps. You rushing me to come to eat, like let me do my dad time. It's like, and if it's more work to do, like set the tables up. Just set the tables up. Don't just sit there and wait for me to do it. Just keep moving. Why do you gotta stop moving? You see me doing something. It ain't like I'm just sitting around. Like, all right.
This is the thing. The fact of the matter is, don't worry about me. Set the table. Like, yo, I'm literally just got finished cooking. I came in here. So let me. But this is the thing. All you did was this. All you did was that. Okay, let them.
Listen, if y'all listening, in the comment section, just say who was right and who was wrong.
Let's move on.
Anyway, once again, I start feeling bad again. So
because he's always wrong.
No, I ain't always wrong. Start feeling bad, so I'm looking. So we beefing or whatever. We mad at each other. I think I was sitting in the living room and she was in the dining room or something like that. But I started feeling bad, so I'm like, all right, we got shit to do today. We had our plans, and I'm like, I don't want to fuck that up. Like, I ain't. Back in the day, we would
not went.
Yeah, we would have not went. We'd have just sat around all fucking day, just mad. Like,
yeah.
So I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that shit no more. We passed all that shit. So I'm like, all right, let me go apologize or whatever shit like that. So my way of apologizing was. Turned on I went on like Tidal or some shit. I think I turned on, I don't know, some slow jams or some shit, some slow music, whatever. Walked up to her, grabbed her hand, you know what I mean, picked her up, started two-stepping with her. So we dancing, whatever like that. I mean, nothing crazy.
It just made me smile a little bit,
right,
you know. Right. He like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, for what?
Right, still for what? Like, see what I be talking about, y'all? See what I be talking about, for what? So then I just said it again. I said, I'm sorry. I just looked at it like, I'm sorry now. Come on. So we got over it, basically. You know, I apologize.
We also, not only that, we also, we follow this psychologist.
Oh, yeah.
Her name, what's her name on Instagram?
Her name is...
The holistic psychologist.
Yeah, I put it in the YouTube in the comment section. Or not the comment. Yeah, the comment section or whatever you call it.
Her content is mostly about self-healing and understanding traumas and how can we get through it. And it's really is a really good page. But she has this post where you answer questions after conflict. So since we discovered this post, we try to answer these questions with each other after we argue to, get to a better place. And
that's something we normally do, but obviously we didn't do it this time because I just apologized. But
yeah, but it's only a few questions. Just read the questions.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the questions to you. Hold on, let me pull them up on my phone.
Just for an example.
All right, so it's the post or whatever, and it says questions to ask after conflict. And the 5 questions are, number 1, how are you feeling? So we'll both
explain how we're feeling.
Yeah, read the questions and we'll answer them together. So like I said, number 1 is, how are you feeling? The second one is, what can I do to help you feel safe in this moment? The third one is, what need do you have right now? And I got an example. It say space, verbal affirmation of love, or just presence. The fourth one is, what can we learn from this interaction? And the fifth one is, do we need to create a boundary around this?
Yeah, so it is I think it's good, especially after argument, because it basically brings us back together and it
brings us to a point like a communication first.
Yeah, it brings us back together and
we get to communicate our thoughts and how we feel.
It's more like teamwork. So it's like when we're doing teamwork, is a form of connection that we're creating again. So
this is something we just started too. So we haven't been doing it for a while. But this is, like I said, you got to be in. I said it. And I think in the first episode, you got to be a little intentional about your relationship.
Exactly. And
try to work at it or do things
differently. Sometimes when the same things keep happening over and over again, it's like, what's something different or something I can practice to have a better outcome, because it's the same thing keep happening, Right.
So you got to try in different ways, like different tools. You got to get your tool bag right. Like y'all got to have tools in your relationship.
Yeah. Barney ain't the only one with all the bag, all the tricks in the bag.
And I'm not going to act like this always work all the time, but it's a start. You know what I mean?
It is. It's not going to always it's not going to always get better the first few tries. Sometimes it might though, but sometimes you got to keep this consistency. It's consistency, and it can get hard sometimes because your attitude can make you feel like, look, I ain't doing nothing. But sometimes, again, you got to be intentional. And I've been like that before, definitely. You got to think you got to think about what's the bigger picture, But
tuck that pride.
But yeah, so
what we do?
We did enjoy ourselves. When we went out.
So tell them the plans. So
we went to Chatsford Winery.
Yeah, it's like 30, 45 minutes outside of Philly.
Yeah.
So it's not too far.
For a traditional wine tasting.
Yeah. So we drove.
I love wine. I'm sorry, I just had to put that out there. But go ahead.
Yeah, so we drove 30, 45 minutes to the place or whatever. It's a nice little smooth ride. We get there.
Red wine, to be exact. But go ahead.
We get there and it's like I don't know, I don't want to call it a farm or nothing, but it's like we get to the location, and it's like we don't know where we're going. So, you gotta Google Map this shit because it's weird how they got it all set up. But anyway, we wound up parking right outside the front. There's that this big ass fucking open field that you park in, and we got out. We walked up to the place, and it was like, and you actually, y'all see the pictures on my Instagram. It's like a outside they got like an open space where you can sit down and like seating, chill.
Fire pits.
They got fire pits because it was cold as shit on Saturday.
Bar.
They had fire pits, and they had a bar out there where you could taste their wines. Cause it wasn't like a a bar where you can just get anything. They basically
they have cocktails that their wine was like the star of the cocktail, but it was like cocktail star in their wines. Yeah, and
then you could taste their wines just straight up. You could we get a flight. It was called.
Yeah, it was like three different wines, three different of their wines.
Yeah, and
three of their wines.
It was kind of cool because the bartender he would explain the different wines,
the aroma and the taste of them. But what we go there for, our original plan was to go there for their chocolate and wine pairing, but it was sold out. The event was sold out, so we still went there for their traditional tasting. It was like $12.
Yeah, it was cheap.
We taste like seven types of their seven of their wines, and
so basically whatever. So we, like I said, we gets there. We went in, paid for our tickets to do the wine tasting, and we had a couple of like 30-40 minutes to just wait because our wine tasting wasn't until
5, and we got there like 4:30.
Yeah, so we kind of chilled out front, got a flight, and they had a couple tents set up outside. So one of them was empty, the other one they was doing the pairing thing. So we just sat in the empty tent, kind of talked for a little bit. We was drinking the wine. We had 3 different glasses, and we got a little buzz off of that, right? Even before we did the wine tasting. But it wound up being 5 o'clock, so we walked back into the place. Inside the actual
area where you do the wine tasting, it's kind of small, but
but they had like they had a sitting area if you wanted to just get some wine and just chill in there. And
like
talk.
You could just go there and like order drinks or wine and just chill, you know what I mean. So it's really nice, especially I can't wait to see how it is in the summertime. I would like to visit in the summertime.
A nicer,
so
because
nice
I like to sit outside. Yeah. But also when you got in there, off to the right was like a sitting area where you could chill and talk or whatever. And then like when you go into the left, it was a room where that's like the tasting room basically.
Yeah.
And
it was so cool.
By the time we got in there or whatever like that, we went into the tasting room. It was like almost like a bar kind of set up where you walk up to and they give you a paper to fill out, and
it's like different wines, and you got to pick 7 that you want to taste.
Yeah, so like we said before, is only the wines that they make, because this place is
it's a winery.
It's a winery. Yeah. So you circle your 7 different ones that you want to taste, and luckily for us, we had 3 outside. So
we already kind of knew the ones that were on the sheet. We already know we tried this.
You tried that already, so we crossed them out from the rip. And we circled our 7 wines, and as we went through them, our bartender kind of was explaining the different, the aromas, the food pairings that you could pair with the wine.
And that was kind of cool knowing that. You could pair this with this.
And we've done that before at home. We tried it before. We never really got into it deep. But like I said, we like trying new things. So get some wine or whatever, and so based off what she was telling us you compare fruit with this one, or different cheeses with this one, or different meats with this. So it was a cool thing. It was like something you learn, you know what I mean? You learn.
And then you leave with a buzz too. Like even if we didn't order drinks before that, I think we would have still had a buzz.
Yeah, 'cause we had a buzz. I wasn't even
we didn't even drink the full the glass they gave us. It was a few wines. We just drank a sip of it
just to taste it, because I was already
So imagine we drunk all 7.
I was already lit, and we had to go out. We was going to dinner right after that.
That's a
deal.
For
$12, definitely a good deal. It was something chill.
And he ended up buying 5 bottles of wine because he was so excited.
Well, because we like what we like. We like the apple.
We like the apple, the sangria,
and then the sweet blush.
This pink blush.
Yeah,
their specialty. Their monthly special. But we did that, and then we went to Firebirds.
Firebirds Wood Grill something
restaurant.
Yeah.
He been there before, but this is my first time going.
Yeah.
He called me the chicken nugget baby because I don't order entrees. I always order appetizers. So he had the steak and lobster. and I had the
And
cheesesteak
potatoes.
egg rolls and potatoes.
Yeah, y'all see, like I said, y'all see the pictures on the post. The food is good there. Y'all should check it out.
Oh my goodness! And I'm sorry, babe. I had the creme brulee cheesecake, and my goodness, it was so good. Oh, it was so good.
I hate cheesecake.
I love cheesecake, and I love cheesecake, and I love creme brulee. So they combined it, and it was just like, oh.
We made a creme brulee at home before.
We did it at home before,
Like, what
but
was that,
they had
eggs?
Mainly egg and it was what was it? Egg? I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot.
yeah, whatever,
But
yeah.
it's like two desserts that I like combined together.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really eat cheesecake like that, so I wouldn't.
And then
know.
we got to we got a room.
Mm-hmm.
Got like 2 bottles of the wines that you purchased, but
watch the dunk contest.
oh yeah.
Dunk contest was kind of crazy.
Oh
this
my
year.
gosh! Like no, like
Yeah.
what's the guy that? What's the? Oh my gosh!
Aaron, look. Listen, I don't listen. I watch sports, but I don't watch them like that, so I don't remember names. But the light skin bowl, big light skin bowl, Aaron
he got
something.
robbed again. I don't listen. He did the dunk contest like
Let me
years
look up the
ago.
names. While you talk about it, I'm gonna look up the names.
He did the dunk contest years ago, and I felt like he should have won, and he didn't win. He didn't win. So this time, I'm like, okay, he's doing it. Like he's gonna finally get his trophy. He's finally gonna win, and he got robbed again. I feel some type of way about that. I really do, because this is the second time. What's his name?
I'm still looking at his name. Like,
It's the second time I felt like he got robbed.
no, but you gotta remember the other boy. Listen, he did get robbed.
The other boy did the same dunk.
No, but he just had more swag with his dunks. Like he was like more flair with it. That's what I liked about it.
I believe in creativity and technique. And the guy that won,
Aaron Gordon, that's his name. Aaron Gordon,
that one that got robbed.
Yeah, that's the one that got
This
robbed.
is the second time. Like I feel bad. Like
He
he
had
should
some
have
dope ass
won.
dunks. He did have some dope ass dunks.
Listen, Aaron Gordon should have won. This is the second time
But
they
the other
robbed
boy
you.
had more swag and more
Babe,
flair. I just like
the other guy. He did the same dunk three times in a row.
He did.
And Eric Gordon been one. I don't see how he had 10s the whole time. The other guy, he didn't have 10s the whole time.
I think
No, he did not. He did not. It was one time he did not have a 10. How did he?
I think they judged his last round separately.
Man, listen. That was bad
judging.
Bad judging, and it just pissed me off. But anyway,
I think that's where we gonna wrap this joint up at.
Yeah.
Did we miss anything?
I don't know. No. Well.
So, I mean, that's the end. Like I said,
it's not the end.
That
it's
beef,
until next time.
Until next time. That beef. You know what I mean? Like I said, let us know who was right or who was wrong.
We good now though, but you know.
Definitely. So damn, I forgot the ending.
I know.
We ain't did it in a while. That's why we didn't miss it.
Well, yeah, whenever we talk, this is our experiences.
There you
this
go.
is what we go through. This is what we've been through. And we just like to speak on that. And we're not giving advice or telling you what's the right thing to do because everybody is different and every relationship is different. Definitely. This is just our experiences. And then thanks for listening. And we talk to you guys later.
Yep. Check us out next week. We should be on point next Monday. Sorry,
I know.
Sorry for the delay. That's what beef do to you. That's what beef do to you.
His fault.
It get you all delayed. You know what I mean?
I even told him like, yo, like, man, look, this is work. Like,
you gotta be
forget
vibing.
this work. We still gotta do it.
I know.
I can't fake the vibes. I can't fake the vibes.
Like, you can't be going here beefing. Like,
but anyway,
then they gonna be able to hear the beef.
His fault.
All right. Next time we gonna do it while we beefing. Then we gonna just be the real.
Yep.
We're gonna show them the real.
We gotta keep it real with these people.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Next week.